It's going to be warm this weekend, and we do have a slight risk of thunderstorm down in the southern interior we're going to talk about today. Going to be very, very warm. Of course, if you look at the podcast last night here on this channel, go to live videos, look up podcast, meteorological report. We talk lots about how warm it's going to get and why. So we're not going to hit on that too much. We're just going to look at the instability that is possible, who might get it and where. Okay, let's go. There it is.
This is bad news. My God.
Anything could happen.
Get on! Wow.
I'll watch the video later. They dry up in this. Morning, everybody. I'm Joey Only, Caribou Weather Dude up here in the mountains, up at 3,953 feet above sea level, where my chair of infinite knowledge sits right now. Please hit like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. I'm really struggling to keep the channel going, and I need your help more than ever. Views and things like that. Pay the bills. Okay. Not a great deal of new things going on in Canada right now. I do have the blizzard warning up on the Dempster Highway. What's this out by Yellowknife this morning? Oh, I missed the target. Oh, boy. Snowfall warning for that area. 10 to 15 centimeters. Risk of freezing rain tonight. That's for Hay River region near the shoreline of Great Slave Lake. Winds may reduce visibility and blowing snow at times overnight and on Saturday. It won't last much longer for you, though. The warm-up is coming for you, too, next week. Don't worry, just got to wait it out a little while longer. And rainfall warning we looked at last night in the podcast is still in effect. And if you go up into northern Ontario right now, 25 mils possible there for areas. Looks like to the east of Sudbury, North Bay, and whatnot. Maybe even a little bit to the south of Sudbury too. But Sudbury itself is excluded from this warning. That's what's happening this morning. So let's dig in on Saturday. Now what's going to happen is we'll have temperatures into the low 20s in some places in southern BC. I saw one forecast model say 26 for Chilliwack. We'll have a look and see if that's still the case when we get over to Windy here and can dial in. But just having a look here at the GFS, having a look at precipitation possibilities on Saturday. And what we see is looks like a little bit of instability sits down in the mountains there near Jasper, okay, with some snowfall up there even, which is going to slide on down the mountains towards on the Alberta side. On this side, we sort of have a warm sector. You can see these kind of convective pop-ups. It says Sunday now on the map, but keep in mind that's 0 Z. So that's Greenwich mean time, right? So there we go. Snowfall falling down the Alberta side. A little bit of rain in the BC side on Sunday. So that's kind of what it looks like, how it's going to move. And then whammo for northern BC. All this new instability is coming, and it's still going to be fairly warm-ish in the province. Like we're not back into the same dreary pattern we've been in. It's a short period of instability and rainfall and whatnot hitting the province starting late weekend, maybe into Monday. Granted, it will rebound fast into warm temperatures again, so we'll be back into this nice stuff. Okay, thunderstorms on the weekend. Okay, so look at 1 o'clock on Saturday, low pressure system visiting Ontario, moving on through into Quebec, into New York State, into the maritime provinces. That's going on, high pressure building in behind it. Thunderstorms up through Oklahoma. At the same time, we do have in Montana thunderstorms developing, sort of a larger area of lower pressure in the western side of Canada. And up at the very far north, along the Northwest Territory border, we got quite a bit of snow going on. There you can see in Idaho, lightning showing up there early Saturday afternoon. Montana, Wyoming, sure, maybe a little bit in that southwest corner of Oregon. Oh, and we almost missed it because it's not a big deal. See some thunderstorm heads popping up around Bankier, maybe in some of the areas just sort of to the east of Boston Bar. Watch how this kind of pops up in the afternoon heat. 22 in Penticton, 22 in Summerlin, 22 in Kelowna, Lake Country at 21. Warm down there in the low stretches of the valley. Lumbee at 19, Vernon 20, like I say, Enderby 20. Seeing that cooler air up in the mountains, only reported to be 14 or expected to be 14 in Bankier at that time. So cooler air. There's a bit of a clash going on between these two things. Maybe Lower Nicola sees a flash of lightning, maybe Kilchina. These aren't going to be strong thunderstorms. Nothing major is going to happen here, folks. I'm just kind of doing what a weather guy does and telling you the details, right? Maybe Peachland going to get a little bit of a zap up in the hills around you. Maybe you'll be hearing some of that. Looks like a bit of a line there between Nicola to Peachland, more or less, where these thunderstorms could pop up until 6 p.m. still, and then fading off fast at 7 o'clock hour, maybe hanging around lower Nicola, Kilchina, whatnot. Let's have a quick review on this. What do we have when we actually look at thunderstorms? Hey, they're showing up, but quite fast, right? Let's have a quick review on that. So here we are, 1700. Oh, I gotta, it's so fast. We'll try this again. 1400, start to see those cells pop up. These aren't deep, they aren't big, they aren't going to do much. So that should, help put some water on your fears, just to get a picture of like, yeah, there could be some thunderstorm activity, but it's not going to be very major for BC Interior. We do have risks on Sunday. We're going to talk about next forecast for southern Alberta right through into Monday on the Manitoba side. And then we're going to see some pretty serious thunderstorm activity kick off into Western Ontario. I think at the start of next week, we'll be talking about in the channel here soon as well. So glorious temperatures Saturday in Western Canada, looking 22 up in Lloydminster. That's nice. You're one of the warm spots around. Bunch of 20s on the Sask side, like Prince Albert, Saskatoon, Swift Current, Kindersley, Medicine Hat, Lethbridge, Calgary, Red Deer, Edmonton, all seeing 20s as well. Nice for you. Up to 17, maybe a little warmer at times in the BC Caribou Interior. I suspect so. I suspect that we'll probably see a little bit warmer than that. Barrier 23, Salmon Arm 23, Vernon up to 24 on Saturday afternoon. This is the higher res model, so it gives us a better view. But you also see in this higher res model how that air is cooler in the mountains, which will aid in thunderstorm development. Down to 20, up to 24 in Osoyoos. Grand Forks, are you going to be the leader at 25? That would be great. And I think Abbotsford's hot day is actually today on Friday. There you go. 25, 26 for Abbotsford. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, we could dial in and really find out what we think here. I think 26 is possible. 25 is listed here. So anyways, that kind of just gives your idea. Even today on Friday, seeing 25 in Vernon, 24 Kamloops, man. Really, really warm weather out there today. 20 in Williams Lake today, 20 in Quesnel. Hopefully it gets even close to that in Wells. It's starting to clear off. The skies are a little bit. So I'm excited. I'm enjoying the great thought of it. Warm weekend with slight risk of thunderstorm down there in the southern interior. Hope that helped you out, everybody. Have a great weekend. Hit like, share, subscribe. Like I said, it's keeping me in business. I'm really struggling to keep the channel going, struggling to keep food on my plate, and I can't get to my 10,000 subscriber goal without you. Okay, thanks, everybody, from the Caribou. Bye now.